What up? Drug addiction, recovery. Let's talk about it. This week I want to talk about, you know, I'm sure everybody out there knows an addict who's in recovery, supposedly, and still drinks or still smokes weed or something to that nature. And is that possible? Can an addict successfully drink in recovery or successfully use any substance like that? And this my beliefs in this area get murky, and try to follow along with me. I'm sure if anybody watches this, people will misunderstand what I'm saying. I think people can be addicted to, can become addicted to a drug like heroin or crack or something, and not necessarily have the disease of addiction. Like, I know people who were hooked on a drug, one form or another, and now drink once in a blue moon, and they're fine. I can't do that. I know I drink one drink's gonna be another drink. It's gonna be a third drink, and then before long, my barriers are gonna be loosened enough, and I'm gonna get a line of coke or something like that, and it's gonna be a wrap. I'm gonna go on a run. It happens every time I relapse. It starts with just something small, and I'm off to the races. So, I guess, I don't think if you have the disease of addiction, I don't think you'll be able to successfully drink or smoke weed and not let it lead to something else. But I do think you can have been addicted to a drug, like physically addicted, or had a run with a drug and not necessarily have the compulsive brain disorder that we call addiction. And it's kind of murky. And I know some people are going to argue that I'm an advocate of methadone and suboxone, medically assisted treatment, and I don't hold to that. That's still getting high. Believe, and I believe the science backs me up that if taken properly, it doesn't get you high and allows your brain to heal instead of continuing to damage it. Because a lot of times I feel like one of the big things that damage our psyche when we're in the midst of addiction is the up and down, the yo-yo of emotions, and physical stress, mental stress of being high and low and high and low, searching for money, searching, the whole game, running, worrying about getting locked up, worrying about who you owe money to, all the guilt you carry with you from all the things you got to do to support your habit. You know what I mean? So your brain recovers when you're on a medical program, medical assisted treatment, and if you go to groups and you do what you're supposed to do, it helps. I mean, it saved my life, and I know people who went the other way, just went to NA and just went cold turkey, and that worked for them. That didn't work for me. I tried. Everybody's addiction is different. Everybody's road to recovery is different, and I'm a big believer if that things are only a problem if they're a problem. Like, if somebody else can be a 20-year addict, get clean, and then still drink on the weekends, have two beers when they come home from work, and that works for them, then that's fine. Because at the end of the day, all of my beliefs revolve around recovery is about getting your life to where it needs to be, getting your happiness back, getting control of your life. If you're happy and you're going to work and you're responsible and you're a good father, a good husband, a wife, son, daughter, whatever, you're a good member of society. You don't break laws, you don't commit crimes. You're a happy person. You go to bed happy, you wake up ready to meet the day. And if you have all those things and you're paying all your bills and everything's good and you have a couple drinks, then it's not a problem. I can't do that. Most addicts I know can't do that. And I would suggest that if you consider yourself an addict, you don't try it. But if it works for you, then I'm not going to knock it. I'm not here to knock anybody else's recovery, anybody else's life choices. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand when people. One of the biggest things that drive me crazy with our community is the name point, like the name calling and the finger pointing, and everybody's like, if everybody's not as bad as the next person, or that person's recovery's not right because they're not doing it the way I did it. I support everybody in their pursuit of their personal happiness. Whatever it is you got to do, I don't care what you do to get your happiness. I just want to see every person who has struggled the way I've struggled, every person who has been down in the bottom of a gutter, the bottom of wherever, be happy. Every one of us deserve it. Everybody deserves it, no matter what. Every life is important. Every life is precious, and you deserve a good life, and you don't need to be knocked down by people who are supposed to be supporting you because you're doing it differently. Find your own path. Don't let anybody take it from you. And that's all I got to say this week. All right, until next week, God bless.